Has anyone ever told you something so unbelievably ridiculous that you just stood there, completely speechless, wondering if you accidentally wandered into another dimension? So, I'm from Canada, born and raised in the land of snow, maple syrup, and moose. But a couple of years ago, I spent a year studying abroad in Egypt for college. It was my first time living somewhere that hot, and honestly, I thought I was going to melt within the first week. The heat was like walking into an oven that personally hates you. So to survive, I always carried this big silver metal water bottle, one of those insulated ones that keeps your drink cold no matter what. I'd fill it up with ice every morning, and it would stay freezing cold till evening. The first few days, I didn't think much of it. But then, I started noticing something weird. Everywhere I went, people were watching me drink from that bottle, like intensely watching. A few classmates even started calling it the magic bottle. I thought they were just joking, you know, teasing the foreign student or whatever. But then they'd whisper things like, look, it doesn't melt, or how is the water still cold? One girl even asked me, dead serious, did your government give you that? I laughed, thinking she was being sarcastic. I said, no, I just bought it online. But she gave me this confused look, like I was keeping a national secret. For weeks, they'd ask little questions here and there. Does it always stay cold? How long does it work? Does it run on batteries? And I'd explain it's just insulated steel, nothing fancy, but they'd nod like they understood, except they didn't. Then came the moment. One afternoon, during a particularly brutal heat wave, I was in class, half dying of heat, and I accidentally dropped my bottle. It hit the floor with a loud metallic clank. Everyone jumped and turned around, and one guy, eyes wide, went, wait, it's empty? I picked it up and said, no, there's just water inside, see? And he froze. Wait, you actually put water in it? I was like, yeah, that's what water bottles are for? And that's when another girl said, completely serious, but we thought that's where you keep your Canadian air to stay cold. Apparently, and I am not exaggerating, they all genuinely thought Canadians have some kind of natural body cooling system, like we're born with extra cold blood or something, and that my bottle was just a container where I carried Canadian cold air to survive the desert heat. They weren't even trying to be funny. They honestly believed it. And when I told them it's literally just double-layered steel that keeps water cold, they looked at me like I was trying to hide a national secret. To this day, I still can't get over the fact that for an entire month, a group of university students truly believed that Canadians physically store cold air in metal bottles. And honestly, part of me kind of wishes that was true.